right. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. So I am doing an impromptu live today. Hopefully we'll get some people to join. But I was originally going to talk about this in my Sunday afternoon crafting, but I decided to go ahead and do a separate video to talk about the future of my classes. So normally every year during the holidays, I'll have a couple classes. I typically do something for Halloween and Christmas. Hey, Kim. But I wanted to start doing something different. I've been trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with my website and my classes. I have been kind of downsizing some of my vintage items as well. So I've been trying to incorporate some of my future classes using some of my vintage items. So this month we're doing the Christmas in July, where I'm giving you a prompt every day on a Christmas word to get you guys in the mood, give you some inspiration as far as getting into the Christmas spirit. So I've been starting to think about, what classes I want to do for the holidays. And I know, when you think about Christmas, it's so far away and Halloween is so far away. But for makers and for people that do classes, this is really the time that we start thinking about what we're going to do, because we have to come up with our prototype, we have to order supplies, and we have to kind of get ready several months ahead of time. We got to advertise for the class. So I've been kind of thinking about what I want to do. Now, ordinarily in my classes in the past, what I've done is I will have people sign up and then they can order the kit. But I've been having some changes to my website, trying to downsize a little bit just to kind of eliminate some of the expense of having a website. Thanks, Kim. And what that means also is it affected my ability to stream on my website. They changed Wix, which is who hosts my website. They changed some of their settings and their options. So I've been doing my my last class I did on YouTube Live, and I kind of had some problems with it. I ended up going live for everybody, not just people that signed up for the class. And then, so I've been trying to think about what I'm going to do. And then I don't know if you guys caught Tim Holtz did his class today, and he had a kit. And that's kind of funny. That's the way I've been kind of thinking about going also, is just maybe doing some classes online so everybody can enjoy them. And then if you want to buy the kit, you can buy it ahead of time. In his case, you have to buy it ahead of time because he sells out. But in my case, I probably won't sell out. But once people start seeing the live and the makes, maybe they'll want to buy the kit. So that's kind of the direction I think I'm going to start going, and that way I can provide more than just one or two classes during the holidays. I could start, getting my kits together now, doing my orders now, and then you guys can decide what classes you want to order the kits for, and then just enjoy the class on YouTube. And then that way I get a bigger exposure. Not everybody is aware that I do classes. I do usually promote on my mailing list, but not everybody is part of my mailing list. So this enables me to get a broader range of people that may want to buy the kits. So that's kind of the direction I'm going to be going in the future. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start listing kits, and then I'll figure out exactly the date I'm going to be doing the class online, and then I will advertise it, and then you guys can sign up for the class or just attend the live. You really don't even have to sign up. But if you want to get all the emails and the reminders, then you would sign up, and then that way I can email you with reminders. So that's kind of the direction I'm going with my classes. I have 3 classes that I've already got lined up. 2 of them are going to be Christmas classes, and then one of them is going to be a Halloween. And I've already got the kits in the shop ready for pre-order. So let me transition down, and I'll share with you what we're going to be doing. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and transition down here. All right. So I'm still doing my Christmas in July cards. I've taped up to the 25th. So I've got I've got 6 more videos to tape, but let me just show you here. So this is where I've been holding all of my finished cards. That was kind of one of the reasons also I had the idea for the kit. And then you remember these as well, right? These are the flashcards we did one day. So I have this little box where I'm going to put some of my items here. So I'm just going to put that aside right there because I'm going to be talking about that in a minute. So the first class that I'm doing, well, actually it's the first and the second class. And you guys have seen me work on clusters before. We've talked a lot about clusters. We've made clusters. We've had Sunday afternoon crafting on clusters. And I decided to put together a book. So this is all clusters here. And it is a little book. And it has different, different pop-outs and stuff. But when you get the book, you're going to get it. You're going to get 10 of these connected, and they're going to be like this. And then in the class, we're going to make the clusters and then size them out. So in the class, what you're going to get is the booklet with the hinges, and then you're going to get all of the items to create your clusters. And I know some of you have said that you struggle with clusters, but I'm going to walk you through clusters and how to make them. And I'm going to give you all the ephemera. So you're going to get the booklet, you're going to get the ephemera pieces, little metal elements if they have them. And some of the ephemera that you're going to be getting is going to be vintage items. So it's not just going to be reproduced, it's going to be actual vintage items. So I've started gathering some of my vintage items, and I'm going to start stamping out some of my stuff. So this is the prototype for Christmas, and I'm also going to be doing a Halloween one. So in the shop, you can choose either Christmas or Halloween. I believe that's the way I set it up. If not, I'll go back and I'll fix it. Ooh, excuse me. And then you can pre-order because I've already started ordering some of the items that will be in the kits. And the pre-order enables me to kind of get a feel for how much I need to order. And then once I start, selling the kits, then I'll go ahead and I'll schedule the class. The class probably is going to be, I'll probably do Halloween first, I'm thinking. So Halloween will be in August sometime, and then Christmas probably will be a few weeks after that. So that's the first class, and as you can see, it's really, really fun. I'm going to make this where it's going to be, different sizes and different lengths, so that way when it's layered, you can kind of see the background. So kind of fun. You're going to have pockets in these as well, and these are vintage library catalog cards that we're going to be decorating on. And then, of course, all the little bits and bobs for the clusters. So this is going to be a class in Christmas as well as Halloween. So that's class number 1. Okay, so class number 2 is kind of the same concept, but it's a little bit bigger. And it's made with tags and bingo cards. So it is another flip book that we're going to decorate. Now this one is only in Christmas. It's not going to be for Halloween as well. This is just Christmas. And it's going to have, bingo cards. It's going to have tags. It's going to have, and some of these are vintage tags as well. You're going to have different colored tags, bingo again, a game piece here. Let's see, what else do we have? And then, a backing. The backings will vary. There'll be different, there'll be different patterns. But this is my prototype. And typically when I come up with my prototype, it's going to be a little different. You're going to get all the items that you need to decorate. This one is not decorated, but you're going to get all the items to decorate this. So I didn't want to necessarily spend the time to decorate this to show you. But you guys, if you've attended my classes, you know how much ephemera and items that I give you in your kits. So it's not going to be a small kit. You're going to get lots of stuff. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share today, is kind of how I'm going to be doing my classes in the future. I have 1 or 2 more Christmas classes that I have planned. If I can get another Halloween class in there, I will. But this is going to enable me to give you more inspiration, and then kits if you want to be able to recreate it. And this kind of has progressed. When we do our Sunday afternoon crafting, I usually make something for you. It's not just a card. Typically, we make something. Sometimes it's a card, but sometimes it's not. And I know a lot of you guys like project-based items. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, to try to, again, liquidate a lot of my vintage items, plus just give you more inspiration. And clusters has been a big part of our life recently. And that's kind of how I came up with this, is just a little cluster book. My original idea, because I've been thinking about this for a while, I was going to put these wires onto the actual cluster, but gosh, who wants to do that, right? Who wants to damage the actual cluster? So that's when I came up with using the catalog cards to be able to have the base for the book. So really cute. Really love this. You guys are going to love this one. And then if you want a bigger project, then of course you'll be able to have this. So these are layered projects, and they're going to be a lot of fun to create. And then for the bigger class, 2 of the things actually that I'm going to be sharing is, you remember these, right? Everyone that orders the kit is going to get one of these. And then you're also going to get one of the decorated cards that we're playing with the 31 days of our Christmas in July. So you're going to get these in this kit. I was trying to think what I was going to do with these, and then I decided to stick them in the kit. So that's it. Kim, you've been very attentive. Typically, you're very chatty. So I appreciate your attentiveness. Hopefully, you are excited about the Halloween class. I know you don't celebrate Christmas, but the Halloween class will be a lot of fun. And then if you are a Backstage Pass holder, a lot of the ephemera that I'm going to be using is going to be from my kits. So as a bonus, you're going to have a lot of those in digital form anyway. The kit, you'll have it printed out and cut up for you. But if you're a Backstage Pass holder, you're going to have these kits that you can use over and over again. And I'll be able to share with you what kits I actually pull the ephemera from. All right, y'all, that's all I have today. Like I said, I didn't want to waste our Sunday afternoon crafting with my announcement. I wanted to go ahead and share with you 3 of my classes for the holidays. 2 of them will be this book, one with a theme of Christmas and one with a theme of Halloween. And this is a cluster book. And then the other one, of course, is my tags and bingo card book. All right, that's all I got, guys. I hope to see you on Sunday. And if you would like to order the kits, they are ready for pre-order over in the shop. This is, some of this is vintage authentic items. So when I'm out, I'm out. So I wouldn't hesitate if you do want to play along and get the kit, so that way you have everything you need when I actually do the class on YouTube. Or if you want to wait to see the class and then decide if you want to order the kit at that point, that will be fine as well. But I can't guarantee that I'll have kits available. It just depends on supply, because once they're out, they're out. All right, everybody, I will see you on Sunday, and thanks for popping in and letting me share with you my new course of the way I'll be handling my classes in the future.